Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we are back in Jurassic World Evolution 3, continuing our work on the Mega Park. Now, as always, this is going to be unedited, so if you want to copy it yourself, you can do. Without further ado, let's get on to what we want to do today. So I had quite a lot of comments from the last video suggesting what we should do. Now, one of them did say I should try using some more decorations, which I did say I'd add. And I think I'm going to start off with the staff centre, although it isn't the main area. This place looks quite bland. So I'm going to try and add as many staff looking things as I can. I'm going to start off with just some normal signs, because these are going to just add a bit more character and just advertisement sort of thing, with a few Jurassic Park logos as well. Up next, we are going to probably add a few of these, but because the path is slightly smaller, I'm going to do them on the sides. Like that. Which does give it a bit more character, I'd like to say. And it really just makes it look a lot nicer. Right, let's move on to the next bit, which is going to be Main Street. Well, the entrance. This is an actual main street. For this one now, I want to add more of these little signposts. Every now and then, it's just going to be one signpost in the middle, but because the paths are so wide, it doesn't really block them in the slightest. Over here, this is the monorail. Now, is there a monorail sign? Not really, but I think if I go with the dock one, that'll be quite nice. I think the dock one should be facing the actual helicopter, though, because that is the actual way to leave. Like that. I think that's facing it. Check. Yes, it is. Right, we are off to an amazing start. So let's move on to the next bit. Now, I've added a few decorations. I might just quickly add some near Main Street. Oh, I need to add a lagoon sign as well. So every lagoon entrance is going to be a little sign. We're letting everyone know. And then we're also going to add the park tour sign. Like that. And then one over here. I just want to check that I have done them the right way around, because I am a bit worried that I have. Yeah, I've done them the right way around. Right, now this is the tour over here. It has got a big sign there, but we can do a little thing going Jurassic Park tour. Jurassic Park tour. And then over here as well, could put Jurassic Park tours, and it's this way. I think that's good enough for signs for now, I believe. Don't think there's anything else that that looks like I want to be added. Maybe a little Brachiosaurus sign for the enclosures over here. Like that. And then one just on the street. So people that don't know what the dinosaurs are, which they should do if they're coming here, they can read that. Now moving on from decorations. Someone did say what they wanted for this place to be. They wanted the Allosaurus. Now, they said they wanted more lesser-known apex predators. And they said they wanted the Allosaurus. So let's quickly go over to our hatchery and start making one. Now, I haven't actually added that many carnivores in this thing yet. It's mainly been herbivores. But we're going to add a carnivore. Now, I'm pretty sure they may have left a skin tone that they would like to see on it. Let me just double check that they have. Now, they said it should be a Salvard black, basically, with a light blue, which is yeah, that one. And I'm going to have 2 of them in the enclosure. Not 3, 2. I might have 3. I think 2 would probably be nice to have. Because they could be twins and not triplets. Triplets is quite a lot. Now with this, I wanted to do a bit more work on it because I didn't get to properly finish it. Let's just make sure the gigas are still here. Yes, they are. Yeah, they're all happy. Still haven't got names for the gigas yet, which I will hopefully think of, or you guys will think of. Quickly make it a bit more uneven. And let's also add a bit of dirt. A bit more dirt. Because the gigas aren't... Because they're like really strong and they go around these areas really heavy, they're like killing the grass. Or something like that. I don't know. I think this enclosure is completely fine as it is. Same with that one. I feel like I'm going to start working on this one while the thingies are incubating the allosaurs. Now, I think the idea I would quite like is a little oceany bit back here. Now, I have to make sure I know what they like as well. So let's just quickly finish off incubating. I think I'm going to go with 3, actually, because triplets is pretty much... Yeah, I just think triplets would be quite nice. And if I've got 2 gigas, they're a bit smaller, so 3 allosaurs should be okay. Now, I wanted to work on the tour, because someone said that you should make a safari tour with many herbivores. Now, the problem with this is a lot of the herbivores don't like being with each other, so I couldn't fit a lot in, so I'm going to make a smaller cage. Another cage, not too much smaller, but it is going to be smaller, with a little gap for any paths I want to fit through in the future. The plan is it's gonna curve around, not be as big as one, but still be able to fit a few dinosaurs in there. And then we'll also keep the tour as it is. We have to decide what dinosaurs we want in here. Now, a lot of the things didn't like Stegosaurus, which would be nice to have in the park, but if they don't like each other, then they can't. So let's just see what we've got here. We've got... Yeah, I know what we've got here, so let's make sure... when adding the second part of the safari, we add dinosaurs that have not been in yet. So we've got Dryosaurs that haven't been in. I'm not too sure if I want to add them, but I feel like maybe. But I do want to add a Taurosaurs, because I love them. And depending on what this likes. Now, let's just quickly... Oh, there we are. Let's quickly see what it likes. Sauropods, Hadrosaurs, Pachycephalosaurs, but it doesn't like any of them. So sadly, because we've added Taurosaur, it means that Stegosaurus can't go in there. But this does like Ankylosaur, and not much likes Ankylosaur, which I did want to add. Now, Ankylosaur, I don't know what skin I'm going to go for. I think I might just leave it at random. So we have different Ankylosaurs. What do you like? Scavengers, sauropods? See, now I don't think the Taurosaurus liked sauropods, did it? Well, they're both like hadrosaurs. He likes ceratopsids, but apart from most of them. And they're both like scavengers as well. But they definitely both like hadrosaurs. So we'll add a few hadrosaurs that we haven't added yet. Includes an Edmontosaurus. And I might go for a... Let's go... Ooh, decisions. I think I quite like the look of this guy. I butcher the name every time, so I'm not even going to try it this time. But I really like the look of him, and I think he'll go very well in that enclosure. Now, because obviously, look, it says they don't like these, you will have to go in here. Same with the rest of them, but we'll only start transporting them for now. Now, I believe some of the allosaurus won't be long until they're there, so we'll wait for them to arrive, and then we can work on the actual enclosure. Now, I think I might go for a dome viewing gallery. I don't really know. I want one like the log, but can see all the way round. Let's just make sure they're happy first. They want forest, prey, and water. We can do that for them easily. We'll get some prey by the water. Back here. And then they just want forest and water. That's literally it. So they only want a bit of forest and water. We can put the forest towards the back. And that's already enough for them. We'll give them a little extra. Why not? And then they just want prey. And they're going to probably want more prey due to them being quite a few. So we can add a couple of feeders. Just to make sure they don't go hungry. Now the rest of this is just going to be design choice. Now I feel like I would like a bit of rock texture. So we're going to have like, not full but like tapped rock like that. So it gives that little dead-like feel. Because these guys are a bit hunters sort of thing. So I would like the death-like feel. With dirt as well. Like that, and I'm pretty happy with that if I do say so myself. Let's add a bit of uneven as well. We don't want it to be super flat, so add a bit of hills, a bit of a dip here, and then just a bit more smoothing it out like that. Now that's their little cage finish. I might add some rocks actually while I remember. Let's go with some tropical. A little bit of a ring around the edge of the water here, and a few just dotted around a bit of everywhere. And then that's the Enclosure finished. We do sort of need names for these three, but I'm pretty sure we can think of them soon enough. For some reason they're fighting, probably just for alpha, so don't have to worry about that too much. Now we have done quite a lot so far. But I feel like there was someone that said they wanted another dinosaur. Let me show you which one they wanted so I can get it incubated and ready. Now, they wanted this guy. I'm not going to say the name, because like I said, I'll butcher it. But they said they would be nice if they could add this. They didn't really care where it was, but they just said they would like this dinosaur to be added. So I will add it for them. I'll have to work on an enclosure for it. Someone else did say they wanted Spinosaurus, but I might save that for the next episode. We'll see if we have time. I'll get it incubating ready, but we don't know whether we'll have time in this. Let's just get a Spinosaurus incubating on random colours. And then let's get work on the enclosure for this guy. Now I'm thinking I would quite like a carnivore, probably, because we've got the two apexes here, so we don't want to be overshadowed by them. I think a carnivore next to where the sauropods would be nice, but cut off. So what I mean by that is I'm going to have big fences like this. I don't want them to connect like that. Where I just build a bit of an enclosure. I don't really want them to be in with the monorail. That won't be very nice. That then curves around like that. Curve around the path. And connect up here. Right, I might want to just quickly clean that up a bit better. I have brutally messed that up. There we are. It is a bit of a weird shape. I'm probably going to extend it. Maybe try and knock out the monorail railings. Like that. And that should hopefully give it just enough room. I don't know. I'm hoping for the best really here. I could always make it bigger, but I feel like that's where I would like the cage. Let's get it over here and see exactly how far off we are. There is 4. It's going to need a lot more room if there's 4, actually. It's fine. We can change it pretty easy. I can extend it out the back a bit more. Like so. And then a bit more connecting with the monorail track. Could always move the monorail track. The monorail track is not that difficult to be moved. So I don't really have to worry too much about fitting around that. Oh, hang on, I still need to remove them. Let's just quickly remove that, and that should definitely be enough room for them. I think they probably have one of the biggest enclosures all to themselves. Now, you just want water, forest, and rock. Which he probably, to be honest, didn't need that much space for all this stuff. And he seems pretty happy already, apart from the rock situation. But what I like to do for rock is do a bit of the little tappy tap tap, as I call it. And then I go over with dirt as well after and do a bit of tappy tap tap, mixing it all together. And they seem content, they are happy with their space, they aren't too picky of dinosaurs at all. And they have the monorail to be viewed by, but I also want some other form of viewing, which I believe I might try and fit in one of these here. I know it is next to the Jurassic Park theme, but it isn't connecting to it, so it should be okay. And there we are. We have another enclosure built. There's already a fight for alpha going on. As long as I don't kill each other, I'm not too bothered though. Oh, and I've completely forgot about you guys. I am so sorry. What do you want? Ground, fiber, and water. Basically just what you need to survive. That is completely fine. That is quite normal to want. We'll have the watering hole right next to the path. Like that. And I already like this enclosure already, even though we haven't got that many dinosaurs over there. Let's start moving them to that location though. Start off with the Enclosure, and then we'll do the Edmontosaur. If you guys do like any of these dinosaurs or want any other dinosaurs, anything like that, let me know. And any names or colours you like as well can be added. I'm trying to do these daily. I had a little bit of a break, so this one is like 2 days late, I'm pretty sure. Which, not the best, but I'll try and get them out daily as much as I can, unless I'm doing something. Right, and we'll get them on their way there. Now they're on the way, I think for the guests' sake, I want to add a bit more of a luxurious hotel grounds. These are going to be based over here, next to where you can see multiple carnivores. It's going to be pretty much the exact same sort of thing as the last ones, but with luxurious hotels instead. They're also going to have a enclosure right next to where they live. Now, I don't know if you've guessed it yet, but it's going to be a apex predator. One that is appeared in only one movie, unless you count Rebirth. And I have mentioned it in this video. It is the Spinosaurus. Spinosaurus is going to have its swamp home here. Like the cozy little area had the Brachiosaurs. So this is where the swamp is going to be. I'm going to try and add as many creatures as I can in this area. Now, because they know what they're signing up for, I'm actually going to do invisible fences. I can hear this. Why did I just hear the Spinosaurus? Doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm going to have invisible fences along here. And one, I would say, quite big cage. Like that big. Which isn't the biggest. I might extend it a bit more, but for now, that's the general idea of where I want the Spinosaurus to be. Now, I feel like I'm going to end it here today because I am running a bit shorter on time. But thank you, everybody, so much for watching. Please think of name and colour suggestions. Well, the colours are random, but think of name suggestions for the Spinosaurus and for any other creature you like and any ideas you'd like to add to the park. But thank you, everybody, so much for watching. Please smash like and subscribe. And I hope to see you all next time. Goodbye and have an amazing day.